While we're not in Pittsburgh today, we are in Pennsylvania. For the first time, the Adult Diecast Racing Cup comes to the state of Pennsylvania at Pocono. With only 4 races left in the season, you can expect this track, the longest straightaway in all of NASCAR, to be fast and furious. Alright, before we get to racing, let's give some shoutouts and thanks to those who helped this happen. 3dbotmaker.com for the Fat Track Start Gate, Michael's Diecast Garage and Racing for the Catch Box and Catch Bag, Dave Akers Customs for the Custom Garage Diorama, and all the signs you see on the track from Mike James. Thank you, gentlemen, much appreciated. Alright guys, as usual, we'll be running 6 segments of 6 cars each. That's how each of the 6 segments will look. Here's segment 1 with the pole setter and the 30 car Stella Beans. This should be a fast segment here. Segment 2, we got both of the Roadrunners in there with Matthew Devers second on the qualifying efforts. We're going to see Donald Blake in that 41 for the first time. Segment 3, the 281, the co-leader in points, Ronnie McD with 3 stocks we haven't seen in a while. Segment 4, Jay Moole surprised there, and there's the points leader next to him, Jeff Purvis. He's tied with Ronnie McD in the points. The 80 car, Nick Devers had a great qualifying lap. Frank Klein, third in points, has got some ground to make up. Chef Squid, great qualifying effort, and we're going to finally see Cliff Steele in that 7 car. All right, we got segment 1 on the track. You got your pole setter in the 3 car Stella Beans. Next to her, blue 3 car, that's Blue Dale. Row 2, Blue Dale's teammate, Yellow Dale in the yellow 3 car. Nero 62 in the 22. And in the row 3, we got the 11 car of Lady Red Pill. Next to her, 713 of Amber Cligniton. Remember, 4 laps with the winner going on to the main event. Let's do it! Alright, take a look at Lady Red Pill. Started 5th, and look at this move she does on the outside. Gets past Nero 62 for 3rd. Now when we start them, we're going to start 2 wide, but once we come back on clean laps, everything will be 3 wide. Here we go, 3 to go. Alright, look at this tandem on the inside. Blue Dale getting pushed by Nero 62. They go 1-2. We got 2 to go. Alright, they're lined up, ready to go. Look at this. Yellow Dale comes down hard. Nero 62 right into Yellow Dale's teammate. Yellow Dale is going to lead him down with 1 to go. Stella Beans was on the pole. Now she is in 6th and in danger of not making it to the main event. Alright, take a look at this replay. Nero 62 beating and banging the 2 yellow cars. Look at that, rubbing is racing. Nero 62 onto the finals. Look at this, hecka Skycam. Going to be a good points day for Nero 62 onto the finals, and Stella Beans on the pole but finishes 6th. Alright, I think this is the second time this season we've had both of the Roadrunners starting next to each other. Matthew Devers, great qualifying time in the 09 next to him. In the 3, that's Glitter Girl. Row 2, for the first time, we're going to see Donald Blake in that 41 race. That is powered by Dave Akers Customs. Next to him in the 00, that's Dirty Deeb. Row 3 in the 81, Wendell Scott. And next to him, doing great in points, the 1 car, Nasara Trunkle, or something like that. 4 laps. Let's do it. Welcome to the Adult Diecast Racing Cup. Donald Blake, look at that, gets past squirrely Matthew Devers in the 09. Donald Blake, straight shooter here in that first lap. That's how they're going to restart. Remember, going 3 wide on clean laps. Okay, the most wild lap we've seen so far, but look at Donald Blake. I mean, Matthew Deaver's still getting over his injuries from 2 races ago, but Donald Blake looking strong. Looks like the most consistent in steering here in this second segment here at the Pocono Straight. All right, more of the same. Matthew Deaver's having troubles controlling it. Look at Donald Blake getting by. Oh, man, did you see that? It looked like Wendell Scott got hit from behind, flipped, and winds up on the sleeve. We can see here. Yeah, there he goes. Does a roll. He got hit by Dirty Deeb, I believe. Hard to tell, but that's... Either way, Wendell Scott lucky to still be racing. Here we go. Going to restart it with 1 to go. Wow, a lot going on here on the last lap. Matthew Deavers picks the right lap to go straight. Look at that, running Glitter Girl up the wall. Nasara Trunkle or something like that wrecks. Matthew Deavers gets the segment win. Donald Blake second. Look at that Glitter Girl wrecking. Now, Pocono is a track. There's a shot of Nasara Trunkle or something like that. This is going to really hurt her in the points. If you wreck and still cross the finish line, this is almost like Race Mountain rules. Ooh, looked like she finished the wreck right after she crossed the start-finish line, but it doesn't matter. Here at Pocono Straight, if you wreck and still cross the finish line, you will get back in the race. This is one of only 2 tracks on the Adult Diecast Racing Cup that are like that, here and in Race Mountain. But nonetheless, Matthew Deavers with the segment win. Donald Blake second in his very first ADRC race. Well, you got to thank your co-leader in the points, Ronnie McD in the 281, and Golden Girdle. Got to be licking their chops here. We got them. Ken Castillo with definitely a threat. He won his first ADRC race last time out at the Devil's Backbone. Going to pose a threat, but you got 3 stocks. Unbelievably made the race. We haven't seen them run in quite some time. So, Ronnie McD in the 281, Golden Girl in the 3, row 2 out of Manny Petty Racing. That's right, that's Manny, the son of Ghost Jerker. Haven't seen Kyle Petty run since Race Mountain, that 44. Next to him, last year's runner-up in the points. Believe it or not, the 5 car, Casey Kane from Kylito Newt. And in row 3 from Scottman Racing. Haven't seen him comment in a while. I know he's disgruntled with the stocks, but hey, look, he made it. The 01 car, Front Row Joe. Next to him, he is surging in the points right now in the 75 car, Ken Castillo. All right, that was a nice battle for the lead there. Golden Girl comes out on top. But look at the stocks. Ken Castillo having a problem getting around them. And look at Casey Kane finally going to get run off the track here. And luckily he stays on his tires. Oh, takes a big lick on the catch box. Take a look from Hecka Skycam. Look at him go off the track. Look like Castillo run him off, run him over off the track. And bad news for Ronnie McD and Golden Girl. Look at this. Ken Castillo is up on the front row with them now. 3 to go. Golden Girl knows if she wants to get back on this title run, she's got to race hard. Look at this, running real hard. All 3 of them bunching up, and then look at this, Ronnie McD. Oh, almost wrecked. Same with Kyle Petty. With 2 to go, we got almost 2 races here. The Battle of the Mods in the front and the Battle of the Stocks in the back. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. He is still hungry. Look at this. Ken Castillo started last and is now in first with 1 to go. This should be good. I'm looking forward to this. Let's drop the flag now. Wow, are you kidding me? Kyle Petty finishes second. We got to look at this. Oh, Ronnie McD Kind of a cheap shot running both of Golden Girl and King Castillo down the track. And look at this, Kyle Petty almost picks up the segment win. Wow, that is real. That's real. Crazy is what it is. I meant to say unreal. Look at that, Ronnie McD, going to be another great points day. And Kyle Petty in for second. All right, we got segment 4 on the track. We will see them race after this message. All right, we're back for segment 4 and a surprise qualifying effort in that 26 car, Jay Moole. We haven't seen him since, I believe, Race Mountain. Next to him, the co-leader in points, 37 car of Jeff Purvis. Row 2 in the 3 car is Bud. Next to him in the 72, that's Manny Many. And in row 3 in the 580 car from Slap Out, Oklahoma, we have Chapman Films. Next to him in the 4 car, Minerva Luca. Okay, lap 1 in the books. Jeff Purvis on a mission. Check. Look at this. Total domination of lap 1. And look at the stocks. Moole and Minerva Luca running second and third. 3 to go. All right, sloppy lap. We got to go back and see what happened. All we know is signs are everywhere. Looks like Purvis goes into Moole into Minerva Luca into the signs. Look at them crashing as they go. Wow, down the track, look at this. Jeff Purvis, Jay Moole, and Bud are your top 3 with 2 to go. Minerva Luca got a lot of scrapes on the car from that one, but still in it. Purvis, Moole, and Bud with 2 to go. Oh man, this is a great battle. Look at this. Going down, they're almost neck and neck. And Bud gets a little bit close to Moole. Moole turns him right into Purvis. It's going to be Bud, Moole, and Jeff Purvis coming up with 1 to go. Slide job. Look at Purvis right here. First, Bud, right, he didn't waste any time. Right into Jay Moole. Look at Manny wrecking, but look at Purvis slides right off the bumper of Bud. Minerva Luca tried to go low. Jeff Purvis going on to the main event. Man, that was an entertaining segment right there. All right, segment 5 up, and the 80 car had a great qualifying lap. That's Nick Devers. Next to him in the 5 car, Texas Terry. Row 2 in the 92, legend Herb Thomas. Next to him in the 33, Frank Klein, looking to get out of this with another good points day. And back in row 3 in the 24 car, the heaviest car in all of the ADRC, that's Jeff Gordon. I don't believe we've seen him since Race Mountain, actually. And next to him, the defending ADRC champion in the 48 car, Jimmy Johnson. Hard to believe Jimmy Johnson has yet to win a cup race. Look at Frank Klein here being cat-like. Kind of like Mad Catter, I guess. Look at this. Labonte and Nick Devers into it. And look at that. Just going right by him. Frank Klein. 3 to go. He's your leader. This lap sponsored by Rubbins Race, and look at that, Jeff Gordon up to second. Gets turned by Frank Klein. Look at Frank Klein comes down, makes the block on Texas Terry, and just holds off the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson. From Hecka Skycam, look at this. Oh, just barely nudges out Jimmy Johnson for second with 2 to go. Frank Klein gonna lead him down yet again. Looking for another good points day out of this. And look at this, Nick Devers, just like Stella Bean, started her segment first, so did he. He's back in last. Wow. Texas Terry basically hit the NOS button. Look at this. And then there's everybody else just putting along. Good news, though, for Frank Klein at 33. Remains in second on that front row. Coming up on 1 to go. Texas Terry with the heat win and more of the same in this lap right here. Look at this. Just a rocket. Goes up just in case anybody's there. Not even close. Frank Klein in second, so he will still have a chance of making it to the main event and will definitely have a good points day out of this. All right, here we go. Your sixth and final segment of the day. Gonna be led down by the 317 car of Chef Squid. Next to him, making his ADR Cup debut, finally qualifies for a race in that 7 car from Nick Devers Racing. That is Cliff Steele, right in that old Merc. Row 2, he is adopting the no-holes-barred attitude, from what I understand, in that 68 car this week after getting the pole and then getting run off the track by Frank Klein. That's the 68 of Rusty Nubbins. And, hey, look, Party Boy's back in the 16 car. That's Vinny, Nightlife. And in row 3 in the 12 car, it is El Diablo Al Pastor next to him. In the 832 car, Alexander H. Whelan. Wow, the 2 Nick Devers Racing cars wasting no time. Look at this. Cliff Steele out in front, and here comes Vinny. Nightlife trying to beat that cover charge in there. Second with 3 to go. Caution on the track for the first time today, but our second, El Reco. Who did it take off? I saw Rusty Nubbins going off the track, but no, it is Chef Squid out of the race on his roof. Rusty Nubbins remains on his tires and in the race. We're going to have to go back, see what happened here. Cliff Steele, Vinny Nightlife. Ooh, Cliff Steele going up, getting into his teammate, and that's what kind of starts it off. And look at this. Rusty Nubbins flying. Oh, he hits one of the cars of the other heats. And then I don't even know who led that lap. It looks like it's going to be Cliff Steele with Alexander H. Whelan pushing him basically through. All we know for sure, Chef Squid out of the race. He's going to take another hit in the points, unfortunately, for Chef Squid. Rusty Nubbins stays in it. Look at the signs are just completely jacked up. Oh, man. Wow, some of those cars, I don't know who took a beating there, but somebody got hit. I don't know if it was Wendell or who it was, but nonetheless, Chef Squid out of the race. We're going to be led down. We're going to start 2 wide again. Cliff Steele and the 832 car of Alexander H. Whelan. 2 to go. Man, if he can get some control of that 7 car, he definitely has the speed. Look at Cliff Steele coming up. Rubbing a little bit with Alexander H. Whelan, enough to get the lead with 1 to go. Here we go. Steele, Whelan, and Nubbins. Look at this. His first time out. Cliff Steele going to the main event. Came down. Look at Rusty Nubbins. Nice move to get around Alexander H. Whelan for second. There it is. Steele, Nubbins, Whelan, Nightlife, and Al Pastor. All right, there's a look at all the heats and where they finished in their respective heats. All right, to get final placings for the point system, we run all the cars that finish 6th in their respective segments together. 1 car, whoever wins this, it's going to be a 2-lap shootout. Whatever car wins will get the Staying Alive award and move on to the 5th. Then they'll race all the cars that finish 5th in their respective segments. But first things first, we got to get through the 6th. So here we go. It's not going to be a great points day, and unfortunately for Stella Beans, who your pole setter, and then next to her in the 80 car, Nick Devers, who qualified 5th. And then we have row 2. It's Casey Kane and 580 car of Chapman Films. All right, not much to say there other than Stella Beans wants to win this, at least salvage some of this day. I tell you what, Stella Beans almost didn't win the 6th race. Look at Casey Kane coming in. Oh, Stella Beans spun at the right time. Casey Kane into her. Stella Beans will advance on to the 5ths. All right, we are on to the 5ths now, and that includes Stella Beans, who gets the Staying Alive award for winning the 6th. Now, when we bunch all these cars back up, once we get to the 6th, 5th, 4th, and all that respectively, we go back to the qualifying times, and then that's how we seed everybody. That's how everybody gets placed where they're at. So we're going to be led by Blue Dale in the 3, Manny Meddy in the 72, with El Diablo, the 1201, Front Row Joe, Wendell Scott in the 81, Jimmy Johnson 48, Stella Beans in the 3. 2 laps, let's do it. Well, that was one big old cluster, you know what, there. But it looked like Blue Dale got the segment win. It looks like he got tapped from behind by his teammate in the 12, Al Pastor. They'll be running side by side with Manny Many. 1 to go here in the 5ths. Wow, Blue Dale looked like a rocket right here. Let's go back and see what happened. I'm not talking about Rocket Roger Clemens or Rocket Ishmael. Running neck and neck with his teammate. Oh, Al Pastor goes hard into the wall, but still finishes segment. However, Blue Dale wins it and will move on now to the 4ths. All right, on to the 4ths, and there's some cars that are disappointed to be here. Even though he's lucky to make the race, I'm sure since he qualified so well in 4th, Jay Moole did not be expecting to race in the 4ths. And I'm sure Glitter Girl didn't either. Next to him in the 3, Vinny Nightlife. Row 2 in the 16, Jeff Gordon the 24. Gotta kind of be happy to be racing again. Row 3, Ken Castillo, poor qualifying effort. Let's see if he can salvage something out of this. And also poor qualifying effort by Amber Clignitant. 4th in points there in the 713 car. And Blue Dale gets the Staying Alive award. Here we go, 2 laps. All right, seemed like only 2 drivers were awake that lap, Jay Moole and Glitter Girl. Everybody else just bunched up, spinning all over the place. Moole, look at this, goes onto the side of Glitter Girl. They both spin out, and we'll start this 1-2. Next to them will be Vinny. Nightlife. Let's party. Oh man, I don't know if we have a concussion protocol or not, but Amber Clignitant gonna need to get checked into that. Here we go, 2nd lap, Jay Moole. Real strong, got a push there from Jeff Gordon, but look at Clignitant. Oh, boom. Oh, wow. Oh, that was such a hard hit. That might have been the hardest hit we've ever seen in the ADRC, but nonetheless, Jay Moole gets the win there, and the 4ths will advance on for the Staying Alive award to the 3rds. All right, here we go to the 3rds. Fittingly, we're going to be led down by the 3 car of Golden Girl. Next to her, the 92 car of Legend, Herb Thomas. Row 2, Dirty Deeb in the 00, and the 1s, the Snake Eyes, Lady Red Pill. Row 3, 832, Alexander H. Whelan, and the 4 car Minerva Luca. And back by himself in row 4, the Staying Alive award winner, Staying Alive, the 26 car Jay Moole. 2 laps. All right, business has definitely been picking up lately because we've seen a lot of cars going off the track. But take a look at this. Golden Girl getting passed by Legend Herb Thomas and Lady Red Pill fighting for a spot in there. Look at, oh man. You got to figure that did some damage to the suspension. Got knocked off by Minerva Luca. Here's a look from the nosebleed section, basically. Yeah. Looked like J Mool and the Minerva Luca got into it. Luca gets the better of him. 1 to go. Legend Herb Thomas going to lead us down. All right, looked like Alexander H. Whelan went off the track, and it looked like Lady Red Pill picks up the win here in the thirds. See if we can see what happened. Lady Red Pill gets by the bunch. And, oh, man, look at the signs. Everything going flying. Lady Red Pill holds off Golden Girl. And Legend Herb Thomas following him. Alexander H. Whelan. Not a good day. Not a good day at all. Could have been worse, but could have been better as well. I'm just happy he didn't wreck the Impala or the Corvettes back there. But again, Lady Red Pill getting the win, getting the Staying Alive Ward of the State, Ward Burton, Ward Burton. Either way, on to the seconds. Should have edited that out. All right, here we go. All the cars that finished second in their respective segments, and then Lady Red Pill, who got the Staying Alive Award. Boy, business definitely starting to pick up here. This should be an interesting seconds right here. Rusty Nubbins with the old no holes barred mentality. Let's see if he can keep it going. The 68 car to get to the main event. Next to him, the 3 car of Bud. Row 2, look at this. Rubber tile. Oh, what the hell is wrong with me? Rubber tire. Kyle Petty racing for Manny Petty Racing from the famous Ghost Jerker channel. Next to him in the 41 car, Donald Blake. His first time racing at all ever in the qualifying anyways in the ADRC. Row 3, the yellow 3, Yellow Dale. And this should be interesting. We got Frank Klein, and then electing to start behind him instead of right down the middle, Lady Red Pill going to try to give hubby a push. It's interesting. Okay, here we go. 2 laps. Yeah, this pretty much looks like Miley Cyrus coming in like a wrecking ball, I guess. Got Bud and then being chased by Rusty Nubbins and company. So it's going to be Bud, Nubbins, and look at this, Kyle Petty in that 44 rubber tire car. Boy, another cluster in the... We got Donald Blake off the track running into cars that are going to be in the main event. That ain't good. Let's take a look at the replay here. See if we can figure out who to point the finger at. Already off the bat, Bud. He's the one that kind of really starts. And look at Donald Blake. Oh, it's a Matthew Devers car. But Bud is going to come out of this smelling like roses. Gets the win. He will go on to the main event. Nubbins, Yellow Dale. Wow, congratulations, Bud. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. All right, if that seconds piqued your interest, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. Why is that, Rhino? Simple. It's main event time. That's right, the race you've all been waiting for. Main event time. Gonna be 4 laps of chaos. Gonna be led down by the 09 car of Matthew Devers. Next to him, your co-leader in the points, the 281 car of Ronnie McD. Row 2, first time racing. Look at this in the main event. He's gonna be starting right behind his teammate in the 09. It's gonna be the 7 car of Cliff Steele. And look at this, the teammates, I don't know what to expect here. The Bandits are going to try to steal another one We saw what they did at Martinsville, and then we saw what happened between them last time out at the Devil's Backbone. It didn't end good for Texas Terry. Let's see if they can play nice and work with each other here. And in row 3, your other co-leader in the points, 37 car of Jeff Purvis. Next to him, the 22 of, it's going to be Nero 62. And I'm kind of surprised Bud isn't starting behind Nero. But maybe they have another strategy to do here. 4 laps, chaos. Let's get ready. Grab yourself another Mountain Dew. Let's do it. Oh, crap, man. Cliff Steele looked like he came in on a rocket. Got Matthew Devers bunched up with the rest of the pack. And look at Cliff Steele. Looking strong. Got that Merc in position to win in his first time out. Steele, Devers, and Texas Terry leading them down 3 to go. Oh, Bud came off the track. Let's take a look at this. There's a couple of cars who almost went off the track. Look at Steele right here, and look at Matthew Devers almost going over. And then Jeff Purvis as well. What a wild ride. Take a look from Hecka Skycam Purvis. Nick Devers doing their best 50-50 grind there. And there, off the track goes Bud. Still don't know exactly how that happened, but nonetheless, 2 to go. We're going to have Steele, your co-leader in points, Purvis, Texas Terry. 2 to go. Yeah, I have no idea who took that lap. Let's go take a look at the replay. They're all going to get bunched up here. Steele goes up the track into Jeff Purvis, and then Ronnie McD is going to sneak down. And yes, it looks like just by the skin of his bumper, Ronnie McD gets the pass on Cliff Steele and will lead him down. Look at this. We have the 2 co-leaders on the front row sandwiched in there by Cliff Steele and the 7 car. 1 lap to go. Hold your breath. Or go get some oxygen now because you're going to need it. 1 to go. All right, Jeff Purvis getting the win. Let's take a look how it all happened. It looked like Ronnie McD got just slightly into the back of Cliff Steele, and then that allowed Jeff Purvis to come down in front of Steele and then almost wrecks it over the rail, the side rail there. But Jeff Purvis, look at Hecka Skycam, gonna pick up the victory. That is going to help him out in the points. Cliff Steele, first time out in the 7 car, picks up second. What an amazing run here at the Pocono Straight. All right, comment down below your thoughts on the race and the track itself. First time out at the Pocono Straight, and in my honest opinion, I thought it provided a lot of great racing, strategy, beating and banging. I mean, what more do you want? Some great moves in the race. In the end, Jeff Purvis, the 37 car, picks up a huge win for himself in the point standings. Now time to go down to the Victory Lane celebration. Victory Lane podium brought to you by Dave Akers Customs. Remember, if it was not built by Dave, it was built by somebody else. Jeff Purvis getting a huge win here, especially when the wins count the most. Gonna give him sole possession of first place with only 3 races left in the season. All right, shout out goes to only one viewer, Jaden and JC Vlogs. They were the only ones to successfully predict that Jeff Purvis would get the win here at the Pocono Straight. Congratulations. All right, comment down below what you thought of the track, the race, and the point standings. Jeff Purvis, the sole leader now. Coming down to the end of the season, and we are looking forward to the 2020 season. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.